Let's start off hot and heavy on this final hour of the drive. Benjamin Garcia filling in for my guy Jody Ayler, who will be back next week. Happy July. Happy almost 4th of July. I mentioned earlier, I mean, if we're ranking one seeds, like in a 68-team bracket in the NCAA tournament, I mean, 4th of July is a 1 seed. I mean, there's Christmas, Thanksgiving. I won't argue against those. 4th of July is definitely there. Maybe the last 1 seed, but either way, a happy and beautiful July 1st to you. You know, the Phoenix Suns are faced with an impossible challenge this summer. An impossible challenge. It almost seems unfair. It almost seems unfathomable. But that's what they're dealt with. To say the Phoenix Suns have their hands tied behind their back is an understatement. A massive understatement. But guess what? I don't care. Figure it out. That's why you, Matt Ishbia, and that's why you, James Jones, are in the position you guys are in. You are seen as highly qualified and have the acute ability to be able to build this team regardless of the situation that is handed in front of you. And I'm going to be honest with you. The situation sucks. Can't aggregate salaries. Second apron team. It is literally a Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt-like level mission for the Phoenix Suns. That is James Jones. That is Matt Ishbia. That is Josh Barlstein. That's just what it is. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, James Jones. Second apron team. Can't aggregate salaries in a trade. Any trade you make, you must bring a guy back who makes as much or less money as the player you're trading out. You also can only sign vet minimum guys. It is a Mission Impossible-like level attempt to try to build a championship contender. But that's what the Suns are left with. And James Jones needs to hold up his end of the bargain. Matt Ishbia, for all his shortcomings, for all the issues we've had with him, with all of his problems trying to build a team, he has held up his side of the bargain. He has. In Phoenix, we've always wanted an owner that will spend, even if it makes him go bankrupt. Matt Ishbia has done that. The tax bill this year for the Phoenix Suns is a little over $100 million. More so exactly $116 million. Matt Ishbia has consistently put his money where his mouth is. James Jones, it is your turn to step up to the plate. You've been mostly absent in drafts, in trades, and it seems like everyone's going over your head. I don't care. It is an impossible mission for James Jones, and I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. Figure it out. You keep telling me this team can contend for championships. I don't believe you, but you keep telling me this team is well equipped to compete for championships. Then I don't want to hear any excuses on the limitations of this team. Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, figure it out. Mike Budenholzer, new head coach, figure it out. Did I like the Mason Plumlee signing? Yes. But this is more so about James Jones' ability to recruit and to tell players and to get players to understand that this is an opportunity to chase the championship than it is just about his ability to sign good contracts. Because that's not what it is anymore. It's time to put your recruiter hat on, James Jones. Matt Ishbia has held up his end of the bargain. He has flipped the bill for every waking player and hasn't flinched at it. So credit to Matt Ishbia. The roster construction's not there, but the willingness to spend is. James Jones has gone largely unscathed by the Phoenix Suns front office, and now is the time for that to pay dividends. It's an impossible mission. You can't aggregate salaries in a trade. You can hardly make any trades. You have to sign only vet minimum guys. You're a second apron team. And I couldn't care less. If James Jones really believes this team can contend for championships, then he should have no problem convincing players to take less to be here. Phoenix is an amazing place to be during a winter sport. You don't got to clear out your driveway in Phoenix because of too much snow. James Jones has to be a great recruiter. The Mason Plumlee signing was cool. There's still a lot to go. 3 guys that James Jones has got to target to some extent. Chris Dunn, who can play some real backup point guard, is a versatile player, adds a little bit of youth, although he's 30 years old. Nicholas Batum is a guy I really like. 3-ball, can play some small ball. Veteran playoff presence on this team. And then lastly, Gordon Hayward. More wing depth, bigger size, a guy that's been battle-tested before, shoots the 3-ball pretty well. These are the type of guys James Jones has got to convince to take less than what they're likely worth, like he did with Mason Plumlee. It's a really good start for this Phoenix Suns team that has a long way to go before they convince anyone, or more specifically me, that they are indeed a championship contender. And if they are, like James Jones and like Matt Ishbia has told us they are, they have to make it work with what they are given this offseason. Just vet minimum contracts. It's an impossible mission and one I couldn't care less about because James Jones has to figure it out one way or another.